Hey guys, well, first of all, you may notice the quality is poor. I'm using my webcam since my phone is charging and my camera battery is dead. And then, of course, my hair, it's in a grocery bag. My hands are purple because I'm kind of putting a purple tint on my hair. Anyway, I wanted to do the 10 questions tag, okay, 10 things that I won't miss about being morbidly obese. And I was morbidly obese, and I'm not anymore. I think I'm like severely obese, class 3. I'm like out of morbidly obese by a pound or two. So, big things here. Um, so I've typed up my list. All right, the first thing I will not miss is catching my reflection. Now, of course, I'm always going to catch my reflection. That's the nature of reflections. They're there always. It's just catching your reflection and being surprised by it. I don't know. I think in my mind, it's something different than what it actually is. So there are sometimes I'll catch my reflection at work, like my side view, and I get really bummed out. So I'll be happy to see my reflection and just see what I see in my head, which I'm getting closer to. And it's not like I see myself as being thin. I just never saw myself as being like huge. So then, you avoid your reflection, but I get obsessive. So I look anyway, and it's just bad. Okay. Number 2, comparing my size to men's size to see if I'm the biggest person in the room. Okay, so there are often times where I will be somewhere and everyone's kind of small. I always size up everyone to see where I stand in comparison to the size of the room, and I generally feel better if someone's bigger than me, and I mean, I just won't miss having to do that. Uh, Oftentimes I'm bigger than all the women, so I have to go to the men, and in my mind, obviously. Okay. 3, wondering if my weight is the reason people do certain things. And I am ready to not have to wonder anymore. Like, I'll be in a store, and I live in Minnesota, and there's Minnesota Nice. It's actually a thing. So, you smile at people, and if they don't smile back at you, you wonder, okay, maybe you're not having a good day, or is it me? Um, or holding a door, like people hold doors for people all the time. Are you just not a person who holds the door, or is it just me? Because I know you see me behind you. So that won't miss that. Crying in clothing stores. This is number 4. Or avoiding clothes shopping. That's a twofer. Uh, I don't shop for clothes often. Lately, if I need clothes, I go to Walmart. I barely have clothes. I don't shop for clothes very much. And there are a couple reasons for that. But one of the main reasons is I hate it. I hate going into a store and, like I said, it's this mental image of myself. So I'll grab some pants that I think would fit me, and if I try them on and they don't fit, it just gets crushing to me. So I don't know. I don't know how many times I've left a store crying. And if one thing doesn't fit, then I leave. Like, I don't want to be there anymore. And I don't go clothes shopping alone because it's really stressful for me. I cannot stand it. Yeah. Let's see. Always trying to step lightly or appear small, um, or you're trying to sound small. So, where I work, it's a call center, and everyone kind of wears their headphones and does their own thing a lot of the time. Um, and so I'll have my headphones on, and I'll wonder if I'm breathing really loud. And I get really self conscious about that. Like, I'm not a loud breather, but I feel like I am just because I'm overweight. So I'll start taking really shallow breaths, like like basically losing my breath so that I can feel more comfortable and feel like nobody can hear me, or stepping lightly, like I can't I can't stomp, I can't like walk normal. When people are there, I just like, toe heel, just prancing around the office so that I'm not vibrating the floor. Um, Sweatshirts year round. No, I don't think I would count this as a sweatshirt because it's pretty airy, and I wear like hoodies, like real hoodies year round. And part of the reason is because I really like hoodies. But the other part of the reason is mm, I have stretch marks on my arms, and if I'm wearing a tank top, I definitely want to put on a hoodie. If I'm wearing a t-shirt, like there was a point that my stretch marks were going down past my stretch marks go past the point where my t-shirts would end, and they were still red at the time, so it was super embarrassing. Now they're you know faded, but they're still there, obviously. So I'm less self-conscious about wearing t-shirts now. And then also, of course, the dreaded muffin top that we get, some of us, I included, are. Oh yeah, and constantly having people say, "Oh my God, how are you wearing that right now? Aren't you so hot?" It's like, okay, well, first of all, it's not like I'm sweating year round. In the summer, I don't really, I'm not an outside person. I've always been an indoorsy person, so it's like when I get in the car, I have the air conditioner on, and then, a few steps, and then I'm inside of an air conditioned building. So, I don't know. I don't really get hot, but I don't want to feel obligated to wear a sweatshirt either. Feeling massive next to friends. Yeah, I don't really like standing next to my friends or sitting next to them. Like, I can be across from them, but sitting next to them, it's like, oh my gosh, it just like by comparison, I'm just this big blimp. I don't know. I know I'm self-conscious, obviously, but that'll be nice to just and not be the biggest one of my friends. I mean, someone has to be the biggest, but I'm like sometimes I'm just an outlier depending on the group of people. Like, someone has to be the biggest, but damn, I overachieved. Let's see. Okay. Well, this is the same thing, shrinking myself mentally. This, like, in my mind where I feel like I'm smaller. But, okay, so that'll probably be like 9 things. Untagging pictures of myself. I untag every picture of myself that someone else tags me in because they don't know my angles. Like, when I take a picture, it's up here. I have my angle. It's my pretty angle. It slims out the neck and, I don't know, makes me feel good. But when other people are taking candids, they're like, "Oh, well, let's get an entire body shot while you're looking this way," and then they tag me, and it's just like another one of those moments where I'm like, "Is it this bad? Oh my God!" So I untag all pictures, and the day that I don't untag one picture, that'll be an NSV. Um, Feeling like I'm setting a bad example for my daughter. That's a big one. I don't want her to feel like my size is normal. Um, I know she thinks I'm beautiful, and she's very confident. She knows she's beautiful as well, and I think that's the most important thing. But I also don't want to lead her down an unhealthy path. When I was growing up, my mom was very conscious about her own weight, and I look a lot like my mom, and she was very conscious about my weight, and she had me on all the diets and everything all the time. So even though I don't think I was like aware that I was overweight, but it was like once I was aware that you could be overweight, I was already ultra aware of it, if that makes sense. So I don't know. I feel like predisposed to be a person who worries about my weight, and I don't want my daughter to have to do that. And I don't think it's all genetics. Like, I don't think that kids should be forced onto diets like yo-yo dieting. I don't think that should be a thing. It wasn't good. Yeah. Yeah, so those are my things. And I can't think of who to tag. I mean, I feel like everyone's probably already been tagged, but it's Sleevey. If you're not tagged yet, then I tag you. I know Mel got tagged, so I'll double tag you. Um, Vanessa, if you haven't been tagged, I'm tagging you. Otherwise, you're getting double tagged. Alright. Anyways, thanks for putting up with my poor quality and my daughter hooting and hollering in the background. Bye, guys.